You know, the 1970s were a glory era if you were a fan of Major League Montreal sports teams. The Expos had Gary Carter, Dawson, Cromartie, Ellis Valentine, Steve Rogers. Montreal Canadiens had Schott, Lemaire, Lafleur, Robertson, Savard, Lapointe, Dryden. And the Montreal Alouettes had several big players: Sonny Wade, Johnny Rogers, and this guy, the Samoan sensation from Hawaii, Junior Ayu. Now, Miki Junior Ayu is a former college star and professional Canadian-American football player who played primarily at the defensive end position. Now, Ayu, 6'3", 233 pounds, came to prominence in Arizona State. Now, from Kaiuku, Hawaii, that was his high school. He enjoyed most of his pro career again with the Montreal Alouettes from 72 to 81, winning Grey Cups in 1974 and 77, and coming close in 75 and 78. Now, when he was a collegiate standout at Arizona State, he drew a lot of interest, but he decided to take a contract with Montreal because CFL was well known for promoting American college players who wouldn't get a second look in the NFL. Now, Ayu's jersey number 77, the iconic 77, is one of 10 retired by the Alouettes, and he was inducted in the Canadian Football Hall of Fame in 1997. Ayu is also a member of the Arizona State Sports Hall of Fame and the Hawaii Sports Hall of Fame. In 2006, Ayu was voted to the honor roll of CFL's top 50 players of the league's modern era by TSN. Now, born in American Samoa, Ayu and his family later moved to Hawaii, where Ayu excelled in high school basketball and football at Koyuku High School. Ayu graduated from that facility in 1969 and left Hawaii to play college football at Arizona State. Now, Ayu was named co-outstanding player of the Sun Devils' 1970 Peach Bowl victory over North Carolina and outstanding defensive player in the 1971 victory over Florida State in the inaugural Fiesta Bowl. Ayu was a three-time All-Western Athletic Conference selection at defensive end. In 1971, he was selected as a UPI second-team All-American, and in 1972, Ayu was selected to play in the postseason Hula Bowl. Now, following college, he was drafted in the 17th round, 425th overall of the 1972 NHL draft by the New England Patriots. Ayu spurned the Patriots in the NFL, opting to join the Montreal Alouettes prior to the start of the 72 CFL season. Now, according to a 2007 interview, Ayu joined the Alouettes in part due to the Patriots' desire for him to play linebacker rather than Ayu's natural position at defensive end. The NFL wanted me to move me to linebacker, he said. In Canada, they let me play where I was accustomed to. Now, Ayu played defensive end with the Alouettes for 9 seasons, 1972 to 81, helping the team again win 2 Grey Cup titles. Ayu won the Grey Cup Most Valuable Player on Defense in the 74 title match in a victory over Edmonton, and was a CFL All-Star in 2 seasons, 76 and 79. He was also an East All-Star 74, 75, 76, and 79. Now, he also helped recruit Clifton Alapa and LT's Fioto to the Alouettes. Now, following the final season with the Alouettes in 81, he was lured by all people George Allen to play in the United States Football League, where Ayu played 2 more professional football seasons. Now, George had some connection with the CFL and the Alouettes as well. Now, in 83, he suited up with USFL's Chicago Blitz and then was traded to the New Orleans Breakers prior to the 84 campaign. In 85, Ayu finished his career with the Arizona Outlaws, retiring mid-season on April 22nd, 1984. Now, when he retired with the Outlaws, he was coached by Ayu's former college headman, Arizona State, the controversial Frank Kush. Now, Ayu is a member, again, of the Hawaii Sports Hall of Fame. He's also a prominent citizen of Lae, Hawaii. Ayu currently devotes his time to community activities, such as the Junior Ayu Basketball Tournament and the Junior Ayu Christmas Football Bowl. But what made him legendary in Quebec and the Maritimes specifically, because the Alouettes were more popular at the time in certain areas than the Cowboys, the 49ers, all the other teams. And IU, even though not larger than life, he had a great outgoing personality, a very congenial gentleman, made a lot of friends in the Quebec media. We love covering him. And I think the biggest joke, probably, I don't know if this has been confirmed, he said, "Oh, do you call you Junior? What do you call your father? Senior?" I don't know if that's, I don't know if I can back it up, but it's an old joke amongst journalists, again, in the East Coast of Canada. Now, IU has had many relatives who played college football. His nephew, C.J. IU, played for University of Oklahoma and was selected in the 7th round of 2007 NHL draft by Buffalo. Nephew Jonathan J.T. Mapio played for University of Tennessee and was a free agent with the Washington Redskins. Nephews E.J. Reed and Tori Tologo played for Utah State. E.J. Reed is a free agent with the St. Louis Rams. Nephew Eldon Tiososopo plays for Dixie State University, and Eldon's brother Isaiah plays for Austin Peay State University in Clarksville. Now, nephew Matt IU played at BYU from 2004 until 2008. IU's brother Charles also lettered at BYU between 75 and 78. IU's sons Kingsley, 92-93, and Harlan, 95-97, also played at Brigham Young. Sons Mickey Jr. and Quinn played for Dixie State College, and son Joshua played in Arizona for Mason Community College. Now, IU has had many efforts outside of the football genre. He ran a restaurant in Kuyuku on the island of Oahu named Tita's Grill. With his son Kingsley, he has co-owned and operated a company and website that showcases local Hawaiian high school, youth, and amateur sport. Well, it was kind of interesting, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the Hawaii Sports Hall of Fame profile, it's a very, very glowing appreciation of Junior. Now, as on defensive end, he was extremely effective. Not saying he put the scare in a lot of people, but you know, when Junior was on his game, especially in 1977, he was sort of the unofficial official captain of the Montreal Alouettes, because Peter Dallariva, Junior IU, later on Nick Araki, you had Sonny Wade, Joe Barnes, DeTilio, a lot of key players, Don Sweet, of course. He was a household name across Canada, because a name like Junior IU, like it's sort of like a parody joke. You know, who hit you? You. Well, can you tell me who hit you? But Junior was sort of like the Bob Lilly of the, Dallas Cowboys Bob Lilly. He wouldn't try to hurt his opponent. I don't remember any incident that Junior ever tried to hurt anybody, not intentionally anyway. But, rugged guy. But, a 6'3", 230-pound defensive end with his personality in the CFL. I can imagine the conversations they had in the huddle and after the play, because in the CFL there's only 3 downs, ladies and gentlemen, so he could be more effective. So just as a recount, he played 82-81 in Montreal, with the Blitz in 83, New Orleans in 84, and Arizona in 85. And still 72 years of age. So a lot of people told me he hasn't aged that much, and I tend to agree. Very handsome man. But, athletes from America Samoa, I'm not saying this is conjecture, some of the strongest personalities and positive athletic personalities of any athlete from our hemisphere. The people of America Samoa, ladies and gentlemen, they're strong, they're proud, they know how to play all sports. My only regret that America Samoa hasn't taken up hockey like other U.S. territories in the Union, because, my God, can you imagine if someone like Junior IU, with his size and talent, would be playing with the Montreal Canadiens? I would long to think what the conversation was. Oh, yeah, that's related to the famous Junior IU who conquered the CFL, and that's what he did. He conquered the CFL. We could have not won those 2 Grey Cups without him, in my personal opinion. He's a legend, man. What can we say? So that's the many lives and the many legends of Junior IU. If you're a fan of the Alouettes, let us know what a like, comment, or subscribe, what your favorite memory was. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, from 1970 to the early 80s, the Montreal Alouettes, again, was the closest thing the CFL probably will ever have to an NFL franchise in relation to players, popularity, and overall impact. Only the Edmonton Eskimos were close enough. But Edmonton, again, what do you expect with Warren Moon? Canadian teams like the Alouettes and the Eskimos took high-quality college players who couldn't get a sniff in the NFL. The Chuck Ely factor. That's what I'm saying. And look at Tom Clements as well. Go figure. I mean, Johnny Rogers. Need I say more? Tom Cousineau. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye.